Welcome to revision on Model 2 of Big Data Analytics subject. Okay, so here in this model we have 4 chapters. One by one we'll go through. So first chapter is Essential Hadoop Tools. So in this chapter we have 6 tools. Those 6 tools which are developed on the HDFS MapReduce platform. Okay, so HDFS was there, MapReduce was developed to use that one. So on that, whatever features, extra features we required, those features are added and made as a tools to use the Hadoop concept. And that is nothing but MapReduce and HDFS concept. We have to use it. So first one is Pig. Okay, so here this is nothing but so here first one is Pig. That is nothing but it's a scripting tool. So here actually this is developed by the Yahoo. Okay, so we had Hadoop concept, that is nothing but cluster based. Okay, so and those things have to be used, that is then you try it as a MapReduce code. Okay, so instead of writing MapReduce code, so if you anyone is comfortable with scripting language, so he can use this one, that is Pig tool. He can use it, developed by Apache. Okay, so here the Apache Pig, that is nothing but you can use any scripting language. So that scripting you can write it, that scripting code will be converted into MapReduce code internally and it will be executed. Okay, so suppose if you consider as 100 lines of MapReduce code is there, and in Pig it will become as almost 10 lines of code. So Pig is providing more additional feature, that is a user friendly scripting tool. Okay, there we can write minimal code and get the maximal output. Okay, so second one is Hive. Okay, so Hive is here, it's nothing but is developed by Facebook. So users who are comfortable with SQL, they people started to use this one. So actually Facebook, when it started that time, it used to store its data in terms of RDBMS. Okay, so that RDBMS they used to store it, but whenever Facebook people are used to uh, whenever people are more interested in the Facebook, okay, so that time then they started to add some more features. Those are like adding the photos, videos, tagging, all those things. So that time automatically the database has to be should be, instead of RDBMS, should be like a non-structured one. Okay, and they have to cope up with all the data, all kind of data, that is image, video, audio, all those things. That kind of data they have to cope up with. So that's why they came with one more tool, is that is nothing but Hive. So whoever was comfortable with SQL, they will write SQL thing only. So internally it will convert into, again, that is RDBMS concept. So Hadoop concept, whatever is there, that will be almost, it will be converted into RDBMS concept, then it will be given to the user like that. Okay, so conversion in detail we study this one. Okay, so then one more tool is Scoop. Here is nothing but it's a combination of this SQ, that is the SQL and Hadoop, both together this name came Scoop. Okay, so this is a, in already before Hadoop we had almost RDBMS concept. So that RDBMS concept, whatever we had data, those data has to be kept inside a Hadoop, or now whatever you are using Hadoop concept, so these sometimes you have to keep inside a RDBMS. So that is nothing but we can say as a import from the RDBMS and keep it into HDFS, or export from the HDFS and keep it into RDBMS, like that combination. So that combination will be provided by this tool. Okay, so there is nothing but import and export of already existing data, or whatever data we created, that we can add it. Then Flume. Okay, so this is tool nothing but whenever we have continuous data is generating. Okay, so suppose consider in Google, normally whatever we'll search it, there is also some kind of data we are giving to the Google through the Google search engine. Okay, so here whatever you are searching, those keywords or that kind of extra feature or something, timestamp, okay, you are using it. So whatever task you are doing inside your web browser, those all are you are creating the data. Okay, so if live data anything is coming up, so that has to be captured and has to be kept in HDFS. Okay, so for that purpose this tool is came, that is Flume. So here whatever stream continuously it's coming, so that time generating data is very slow, fast. Okay, but writing data is slow, because the write time is more compared to read time. Okay, so there is nothing but here we are saying is generating data is much faster than the writing inside a HDFS. So for that you required a stream, that is nothing but buffer. So that buffer is provided by the Flume. Okay, next one OZ. So here this is nothing but work manager. Okay, so workflow manager, here we are saying is so how to maintain the workflow from one place to one more place, how to maintain it. So normally it takes the graph. Okay, so consider say in Facebook, I have A has one friend, and that is B. Okay, and B has one more friend, that is C. Like that, whatever combination trees will come, A to Z. Suppose like that, you have some n number of friends. Okay, so whatever the combination will come, that connection one to one. Okay, so that kind of things will be there as a stored as a trees. Okay, and that tree, if you given for any processing, it will be much faster than the writing the code. Okay, so for that purpose we required this one, that is OZA. Okay, then next one is HBase. There is nothing but kind of storage inside a Hadoop. Okay, so what is kind of storage here means, normally in RDBMS we store in terms of rows. Okay, that is we say as a row measure. Okay, but here we have as a column measure. So in HDFS, in HBase we have as a column measure. So what we are doing here is randomly you can add one column and you can give the values. Okay, so for that purpose we will use HBase. So in detail, one by one we'll study it. So first one we'll study, that is pig. Okay, so first one, pig, is Apache Pig. This Apache Pig is nothing but it's a high level data flow system. There is nothing but scripting language you can write it. So here instead of writing more complex MapReduce programs, so instead of writing 100 lines of MapReduce program, you can use scripting language which can be a 10 lines of code in a Apache Pig. So here complex MapReduce all programs can be easily written in terms of Apache Pig. So this is nothing but on the MapReduce platform, this is the Pig is a scripting language. Okay, so scripting tool. So here it can transfer the data set as a aggregate, join and sort. There's nothing but basically in SQL whatever things we'll do aggregation, join and sort of things. Okay, so those all things we can easily do in Pig compared to MapReduce. So there is nothing but aggregate is nothing but identifying the min, max, okay, sum, count, those things easily we can do it in Pig scripting language. Okay, and here this Pig scripting language supports extraction, transfer and load, that is ETL. So already you people have studied in model 1 what is ETL. That is nothing but, so whenever you have big data, some from big data directly you can't perform any operation. It has to be extracted, that the data has to be extracted, transferred into some form, then loaded into the some particular memory, then you want to perform some operation. So that is some analysis you will do it. So those kind of things will be easily done into a Pig. Okay, so here Pig has two components mainly, that is Pig Latin and Pig execution. Two things we have it. So how architecture of Pig looks like, this is, so we have Apache Pig. So it is nothing but the scripting, whatever thing we have, this will give to the MapReduce. So that MapReduce will be given to the HDFS. It is completely, we can say, as we are giving to the Hadoop. So instead of writing all programmers MapReduce program only, so programmers will write now in terms of scripting language. Okay, that scripting language will be used on top of the MapReduce. So this will be the easiest one compared to the MapReduce programming. So here what we are doing is, so pig Latin script will be there. That script we are giving to the Apache pig. So it's nothing but here we have two things. That is, this part is engine. This part is the actual first one part is the, this part is the your script. So that script we can give to the pig server or grunt shell. Okay. So what is those things we will discuss it later. Okay. So here whatever we are giving it, that commands, those commands will be parsed. Okay, then if possible, this is the optimization, we will do it optimizer. Okay, so depending on situation we will use the optimizer or not. Then it will be compiled, then it will be executed. That is, execution is nothing but you are saying is whatever big scripts are there, that will be converted into MapReduce code. Okay, so here this compiler, it will convert into scripting language to the whatever required to the MapReduce code. So then it will be executed. So that execution will be sent to the MapReducer. So this, then it will use the completely Hadoop. So here main thing is this is the pig engine. Okay, and this part is actually our Latin script we are giving it. So that script we can give it to the two different forms. That is, one is to the entire server where we can give it, that is pig server we are saying, or gun shell. Gun shell is nothing but here one by one commands you can run it. And for a pig server is nothing but in a script, complete script, one file you can give it. So internally it will take care about all the things. Then it will parse it, and if possible optimizer will be applied or not. So this part is optional. Okay, it's depending on the developer and optimizer levels, you will set it inside your configuration file. So while installing, this optimization level will come. Okay, so by default level will be set to the 3. Okay, so here now depending on usage, we have different modes. Okay, so how we can divide in different modes, that is nothing but that pig we can use in a two different ways. First one is we can use as a local mode or non-local mode. Then second one we can use as a interactive or batch mode. So what is local mode? Local mode is nothing but here one system is there, in that system only you have the Hadoop. So for that only you are writing the scripts and you are executing it. So there is nothing but processing is done on the local machine only, that particular local machine only. And non-local is nothing but it's operating on the cluster. So there is Hadoop you divided into n number of different modes, nodes. Okay, so those all nodes, in that nodes your actual processing will happen. Different nodes processing will happen. So for that you require a non-local mode. So here again we have two things. First one is, that is MapReduce and Tej. Okay, so MapReduce is nothing but so whatever cluster different nodes are there, on those different nodes your mapping will happen, then reduction will happen. So already you know what is MapReduce. That is something but particular node you will give the some different tasks, then in reduce part you will combine all the things and you will use it. That is the result, you will use it. So that is MapReducing completely. So here also same thing, whatever processing is there, that will be given to the different nodes, then in one particular node you will combine the result, then you will give it. And next one is Tej. Okay, so here Tej is nothing but, this is a Hindi word, is nothing but we can say as a speed. Okay, for a fast execution. So whenever we are applying the optimization, that time this processing will come. That is, you are processing more faster way. So here that is the optimizer level. Okay, depending on this Tej we can use it. Okay, so we can say as a, we are dividing usage of pig into two different ways, that is local versus non-local mode, and interactive versus batch mode. Interactive mode is nothing but at a time one command you are giving or one process you are giving to the executor. Batch mode is nothing but n number of processes or n number of commands you are keeping it in a pipeline, and one shot you are giving to the system to execute it. So that is batch mode. So depending on these things we can. So here first one is, that is interactive mode versus local mode. Okay, so here nothing but interactive mode, whatever is there, this is a one command or one process you can running in one system only, okay, or one local system you are running it. So that is possible. Like that same thing batch mode, that is nothing but n number of processes or n number of, in a script you written all the things and you are giving to the one system only, that is one local system, so you can run it. So these two are possible. And this part is nothing but we're saying as a, there is a non-local mode. So non-local mode, just now we saw, that is in that again we have MapReduce and Tej mode. So both these combinations are also possible. That is one system, one process you are giving to the multiple nodes here, okay, and here you are asking to optimize it and run in a faster way. So same thing here, in batch mode, n number of processes are there that you are giving to n number of different nodes, then and here you are optimizing it. And this is a one more thing, that is a Tej local mode. There is nothing but it's experimental. So in a local system, almost all time we will be having the optimizer only, because you don't have that much overhead to the resource allocation and giving identifying the different nodes. So this is the experimental in both the cases. That is interactive mode also, in batch mode also, whenever you are running in a single local system. Okay. Now we'll see the example. So whenever you want to start a pig, so that time always you have to give the command, that is pig. Okay, so along with that -x, then you have to specify the mode, that is it may be local mode or MapReduce mode or Tej mode. So whichever mode you want to execute it, that you have to give it. If you are not given anything, so by default it will start in MapReduce mode. Okay, so here we are giving the modes. So depending on that, it will give the one prompt. That prompt is nothing but, here this is grunt prompt, it will give it. So here actually you will run all the scripting statements. Okay, so each statement has to be end with semicolon. So whenever your pig command will execute properly, that time you will get this grunt command. And so here we have written three statements. These three statements are nothing but, here we are saying as a, we have one file called as a PASS WD, that is password file. So from that we are trying to identify the number of users and we are displaying those user names actually. Okay, so here what we are writing is, first statement we are writing a equal to load this password file, we are asking to load it, and using pig store semicolon, that is nothing but identify differentiate the different columns by colon. Okay, then here second one statement we are saying is a, for each a generate, for each a generate /0 as id. So in a id one variable we are keeping, so each row we are checking it, then we are keeping as a, that is 0th column, whatever is there, that is as a user id. So in this file first column always will be there as a user name. Okay, so that one only we are identifying and dump it. That is nothing but in b whatever we stored the entire thing, that column names, that we are dumping it. So here we executed as three things, three statements on a prompt. Okay, so like that here you can write this one in a one script file also. So these all things we can write it in a one script file. So here you can give the name, any name you can give it, dot pig. Okay, so here I have given as a, this is pig -x local id.pig. So this is whatever these three statements are there, that I have stored in id.pig file. Okay, so then we are executing this one as a, in one shot in command prompt we are executing as a execute the pig, okay, in local mode. Then we are saying as a, these all the commands whatever stored here, execute it. So it will same thing, whatever we executed in three lines, that will be executed here. Now we'll go for our next tool, that is Apache Hive. So here Apache Hive is developed by actually Facebook. That is nothing but when they started Facebook, that time RDBMS related queries were there. So normally we used to have RDBMS related, that is data in terms of their name or their chart history, like that it was there. Okay, so but when people started to use Facebook, they started to add more number of features also. Okay, so they Facebook added more and more features like adding the image, tagging, all the things. So it requires huge amount of database also, and so those kind of things are not able to manage in terms of RDBMS. So they went for Hadoop. So but when they went for Hadoop, the developer team maximum, they had a developer maximum with comfortable with SQL kind of things. Okay, but Hadoop is completely different. Map and reduce kind of things it required. So to manage the difference between those things, they came up with a new technology, that is new tool, that is called as a Apache Hive. Okay, so here Apache Hive, what it does is whatever internally MapReduce kind of things on HDFS, it will try to maintain it, and external look it will give to the developers as a they're using the SQL only. Okay, but internally it's completely Hadoop kind of things. Okay, so here, so, main our Hive, what it does is it's nothing but as a data warehouse infrastructure it creates. Okay, it creates the data warehouse infrastructure. There is nothing but huge amount of data you have. Okay, and that's provides to data summarize and analyze the large number of database, and it looks like a one SQL platform they give, that is we call as a here as a Hive QL. Okay, so then it's almost same as type of SQL, but it's internally it's related to the data Hadoop clusters. Okay, so cluster related things it is related. Okay, so here it has so many features. Okay, that is have used so many different features. That is first thing is that is data extraction, transformation, and loading part. So, okay, so in HDFS normally we will be having the data which is not in a proper structure. Okay, and whenever you want to process something in SQL, first thing is that should be extracted, transferred, and loaded into the memory. So that feature it provides it. Then it gives one more thing is that is nothing but impose the structure on variety of data formats. So here it particular format or particular structure it tries to convert it with respect to SQL, then it gives to the programmer. Okay, so these things we can store it on directly on HDFS, or we can use HBase. What is HBase? Next we'll study it. Okay, that is one more tool on top of HDFS it is there. Okay, so and you can use MapReduce and Tej. So that is for the faster execution we can use MapReduce processing, or Tej you can use it. Okay, so now just we'll see. So here we'll take the one example. It's nothing but in Hive. So what we can do is, so in command prompt if you can just type as a Hive, it will give Hive prompt. Okay, that is nothing but if successfully executed it will give Hive prompt. So in Hive prompt is nothing but you consider as it's a SQL prompt. There you can run all the things. For example, you can create the table, delete the table, or modify some features, like that you can do it. So here we are taking the example as a creating a table that is called as a books. Okay, here we are saying as a create table, that is nothing but normal SQL command. Create table, then table name, then inside that we'll give the name of the columns and data field. Okay, corresponding data we'll mention it. So like that we are creating it. So here it's whenever it will execute successfully always gives the message as a okay. If it is failure it will give the failure message, and corresponding line or any failure information it will give it. Okay, like that you can run for a show the table, drop the table, or any modifications you can do it. So this is nothing but just you are creating a one SQL prompt on this and you can run it. So these all things also you can keep it in one single file and you can run it as a script also. It's like almost same as that of a pig. Okay, so pig and Hive, these two came for the SQL developers maximum. Okay, so that is nothing but already HDFS is there. On top of that you want to form a structured well format data you want to use it. For that these two came. One is developed by the Facebook and one more is developed by the Yahoo. Okay, so